Welcome children. Today I am dealing with some numericals based on dimensions. So first one, find the dimensional formula for charge, potential, resistance and capacitance. So we have to find the dimensional formula for these four physical quantities. So first one is charge. So charge symbol is capital Q and we have the formula for charge. Q equals current into time. So current into time, that means dimension of charge can be written as, so what is the dimension of current? It is a fundamental quantity only, A into, A means ampere, it indicates ampere. Then what is the dimension of time? Capital T. So this is the dimension of which one? Charge. Now we have which one? Potential. So potential symbol is V, capital V. So V equals, we have the formula work done per unit charge. W by Q. Okay. So what is the dimension for work done? So work done dimension is same as which one? Energy dimension. Okay. That means M L square T raised to minus 2 divided by charge. What is the dimension? A into T. Okay. So we have the dimension for work done. It is equivalent to dimension of energy ml square T raised to minus 2 divided by what is the dimension of charge? A into T. That means we will be getting us equivalent to M into L square into T raised to minus 2 is here and 1 T also will be coming in the numerator. That means T raised to minus 3. T raised to minus 3. Then again 1 A is coming in the numerator. That becomes A raised to minus 1. So this is the dimension for which one? Potential. Okay, dimension of potential. Then third one we have which one? Resistance. This is second one. And third one we have resistance. So resistance symbol is R. And formula is R equals V by I according to which one? Ohm's law. Okay. That is equivalent to what is the dimension for V? V means potential. Same dimension here. It is given there. M L square T raised to minus 3 into A raised to minus 1 divided by what is the dimension for current? Current equals charge by time. Okay. Charge by time means what is A into T by T. That means A. Current dimension is simply A. We can write simply it is a fundamental quantity only. So divided by A. That means it is equivalent to M L square T raised to minus 3. Here A raised to minus 1. This A also will be coming in the numerator. That becomes A raised to minus 2. A raised to minus 2. Okay. And we have one more quantity, that is capacitance. This capacitance I am writing here. Last one, capacitance symbol is C, capital C. So we have the formula for capacitance. C equals Q by V. Q by V, that is equivalent to what is the dimension for Q? A into T divided by dimension for potential is how much? ml square T raised to minus 3 A raised to minus 1. So that means we will be getting us this M, when we are taking numerator it becomes M raised to minus 1 and here L square is come to numerator it becomes L raised to minus 2. Then here 1 T is there and this minus 3 comes here means T raised to 4, it becomes T raised to 4 and here 1 A is there and here A raised to minus 1. This will be coming in numerator, that becomes A square. Okay. So this is the dimension for which one? Capacitance. Okay. Second problem, the escape velocity symbol is V of a body depends upon two factors. First one is acceleration due to gravity and second one is radius of the planet, and we have to derive an expression for which one? Escape velocity. Okay, so we know the factors on which this escape velocity depends. Okay, so here it is given escape velocity depends on two factors. What are the factors? G and R. G means acceleration due to gravity and R is the radius of the planet. Okay, that means we can write as V proportional to G raised to A, we don't know the power, and R raised to B, and we can remove this proportional sign by multiplying by a constant. That means V equals K into G raised to A, R raised to B. Okay, so now what we are doing is we are taking dimension on both sides. So taking dimension on both sides. Taking dimension on both sides. So here left hand side we have escape velocity. So what is the dimension for velocity? L t raised to minus 1. Okay. That means m raised to power is not there. We can write as m raised to 0. Okay. Simply we have L t raised to minus 1. So L t raised to minus 1 equals right hand side k we will not take because it is a constant. Then g means acceleration due to gravity. So what is the dimension for acceleration? L t raised to minus 2 raised to what is the power here? A. Okay. Next one is radius. Radius means simply length only, distance. So distance, what is the dimension? L. So L raised to B. Okay. Now I am again simplifying. So here we have m raised to 0, L t raised to minus 1 equals, so here we have a m raised to power, no power is there. So m raised to 0 only. Then L raised to here, A is there. L raised to A plus here L raised to B. That means L raised to A plus B. A raised to M into A raised to N means A raised to M plus N. That means L raised to A plus B. Similarly, we have here T raised to minus 2A. Okay. Now I simplified here. Now we can equate the powers. So here M raised to 0, L T raised to minus 1. Here we have M raised to 0, L raised to A plus B, T raised to minus 2A. So here we are equating the powers. So equating the powers, we will get equating the powers. So here 0, 0. Okay, here A plus B is equated to what is the power here? 1. That means A plus B equals 1. Similarly here minus 2A equals minus 1. Minus 2A equals minus 1. Or this one we can write as 2A equals 1. Both minus we can cancel. So 2A equals 1. And from this we can write as A equals 1 by 2. So we got A equals 1 by 2 now. And from this formula we can find which one also? B. Okay. So A we have the value. So A equal how much here? Half. So half plus B equals 1. That means B equals 1 minus half. That is equivalent to which one? Half. So we have the values A equals half and B also equals which one? Half. B equals half. Now we can substitute these two values in the equation. Okay. So we have the formula for escape velocity is given as V equals K into, K is a constant, G raised to half into R raised to half. Okay. G raised to half means root G. R raised to half means root R. That means we can write as K into root GR. Root GR. Now, third question, write the dimensions of A and B. So, we have to write the dimensions of A and B in the relation E equals B minus x squared divided by A into T, where E, x and T are energy, distance and time respectively. Okay. So, we have to find the dimension of A and B. So, here we have to use principle of homogeneity. Okay. So, what is principle of homogeneity? The dimension of each and every term in an equation may be same. Okay. So here we have to apply principle of homogeneity. Principle of homogeneity. So according to principle of homogeneity, this dimension of B, so we need to find dimension of B, must be equal to which one? Dimension of x square. Okay, dimension of x square. But it's already given, this x means distance. So what's the dimension of distance? L. So x square means we can write as L square. So dimension of B is given as L square, or in terms of M, L and T we can write as M raised to 0, L square, T raised to 0. This is the dimension of which one? B. So we already got the dimension of which one? B now. Now again we have to find which one? Dimension of A. So dimension of A means, so we have to cross multiply here. So we have to find the dimension of A as how much? So dimension of B minus x square divided by which one? This A will be coming here. Okay, this E is coming here. Dimension of E into which one? T. So we have to find the dimension of A by dividing dimension of B minus x square by which one? The dimension of E into T. That means b and x square both are distance only. So what is the dimension of b as well as x square? L square. So we can write here as L square. Okay. So dimension of b as well as dimension of x square both are same only. How much is that one? L square divided by, so here E means energy. So energy dimension is ml square t raised to minus 2 into what is the dimension of time t? Capital T. Okay. Now we have dimension of A as, okay, this m I am taking the numerator, that becomes m raised to minus 1. Now here one L square both will be cancelling. Okay. So L raised to nothing is there. So L raised to 0 here. Then t raised to minus 2 plus here t raised to plus 1. That means t raised to minus 1. Taking numerator it becomes t raised to plus 1. Okay. So we are getting as m raised to minus 1, L raised to 0. This is the dimension of which one? A. And dimension of B is how much? L square. Fourth question. The wavelength lambda associated with a moving particle depends upon its mass, its velocity and Planck's constant. Show dimensionally lambda is proportional to h by m. So here lambda is the wavelength, and this wavelength depends on mainly three factors: mass, velocity and Planck's constant. So we can write as is lambda proportional to mass, then which one? Velocity and Planck's constant h. And we don't know the power, so I am writing here as m raised to a, b raised to b and h raised to c. Or we can remove this proportional sign by multiplying by a constant k. So k into m raised to a, b raised to b, h raised to c. So we are taking dimension on both sides. So taking dimensions on both sides. On both sides. So left hand side we have wavelength lambda. So wavelength means distance only. So distance dimension is L. That means we can write as m raised to 0, L, t raised to 0. Because m power and t power is not there. Only L is there. Okay. That is equivalent to k we are not including in the dimensions. Then mass dimension is capital M. So m raised to a, m raised to a. Then v means velocity. Velocity dimension is L, t raised to minus 1, the whole raised to which one? B. The whole raised to B. Now again h, Planck's constant dimension is m L square t raised to minus 1. Okay. So m L square t raised to minus 1 is the dimension of which one? Planck's constant raised to C. Okay. So you have written here the dimension of all the terms on left hand side as well as right hand side. Now I am simplifying this one. So left hand side we have m raised to 0. L t raised to 0, and right hand side we have m raised to, so here a is there and here one c, that means a plus c. A plus c. The next one L raised to, here one b is there, here one 2c is there, that means b plus 2c. So L raised to b plus 2c. So here one b, here one 2c. So b plus 2c. Then t raised to, here one minus b, here one minus c. That means minus b minus c. Okay. So this is the dimension of which one? Right hand side. Now what we are doing is we are equating the powers. Now equating the powers, a plus c can be equated to here 0. Take it as equation number 1. The next one here b plus 2c. B plus 2c is equated to here L raised to 1. That means 1 here. Okay, take it as equation number 2. Then third one minus b minus c can be equated to 0 here. Take it as equation number 3. Now I am solving equation 2 and 3. That means I am adding this 2 and 3. So 2 plus 3 gives here b plus minus b. What is the answer? 0. So here it becomes 0. Then 2c plus minus c. That means 2c minus c is simply c. C equals 1 plus 0 is 1. So we got the value for which one now? C. So now I am putting the c value in this one. So we will be getting a plus 1 equals 0, or a equals how much? Minus 1. So a value is how much here? Minus 1. Now we can substitute in any other values here. So here I am putting. So minus b minus, what is c value? 1. Minus b minus 1 equal to 0. Or from this minus b equals 1. or B equals how much here? Minus 1. So we got the values for which one? A, B and C. A equals minus 1, B equals minus 1 and C equals 1. Okay. Now I am substituting in the formula. So we have the formula here. Lambda equals, what is the formula? Lambda equals K into M raised to A, V raised to B into H raised to C. That means K into M raised to, what is A here? Value of A is minus 1. Then V raised to B minus 1. And H raised to C, what is the value? 1. H raised to 1 means H itself. That means K into H by this M and B I am taking the denominator. H by MB. That means it indicates that lambda is proportional to H by MB. Okay. So we got that this wavelength lambda is proportional to H by MB. Now fifth problem. A gas bubble from an explosion underwater oscillates with a period T, time period T, proportional to this time period T is proportional to which all factors? P raised to A, D raised to B and E raised to C. Okay, and here P means pressure, D means density and E represents energy. Okay, and we have to find the values of A, B and C. This time period depends on three factors: pressure, density and energy, and we have to find A, B and C. Okay, and we can remove the proportional sign by multiplying by a constant. So T equals K into P raised to A, D raised to B, E raised to C. Okay, now we can take dimensions on both sides. So take dimensions on both sides. Dimensions on both sides. So left hand side we have T. T means the time period. So what is the dimension for time period? T itself. So we can write here as M raised to 0, L raised to 0, T equals K is a constant. Then remaining we have pressure. So what is the formula for pressure? Pressure equals force by area. Force by area. That means dimension of pressure means dimension of force, that means ml T raised to minus 2 divided by dimension of area is L square. So you will be getting as M L raised to minus 1 T raised to minus 2. So dimension of pressure is M L raised to minus 1 T raised to minus 2. The whole raised to, what is the power here? A. Okay, so we got the dimension of pressure as how much? M L raised to minus 1 T raised to minus 2. So pressure equals force by area. Okay. Then next is density. Density, what is the formula? Density equals mass by volume. So mass by volume. So mass dimension is how much? M divided by what is the dimension of volume? L cube. That means we can write as M L raised to minus 3. So dimension of density is M L raised to minus 3. Raised to, what is the power? D. Okay. Then again energy, what is the dimension? ml square T raised to minus 2. The whole raised to how much here? C. Okay. So we have written the dimensions of all the quantities now. Now we can simplify. So when we are simplifying, left hand side we have m raised to 0, L raised to 0, T equals right hand side here m raised to A, here m raised to B. So m raised to A plus B. So here C is also there. So A plus B plus C. Then next one L raised to, here minus 1 into A is minus A. Then here minus 3 into B is minus 3B. Here L raised to 2 into C is plus 2C. So plus 2C. Then again T raised to, here minus 2 into A is minus 2A. Here no T. Here minus 2 into C is minus 2C. So this power is simplified. Now what I have to do is I have to equate the powers. So equating the powers, first one A plus B plus C equals how much here? 0. So take it as equation number 1. Then second one minus A minus 3B plus 2C equals what is the power here? 0. So take it as equation number 2. Then third one, minus 2a minus 2c equals here 1. So take it as equation number 3. Okay. So now first of all I am solving equation 1 and 2. So here I have to cancel this b. So that means this coefficient also should be 3. So what I am doing is I am multiplying this equation 1 by 3. So multiplying equation 1 by 3. So that means that equation becomes 3a plus 3b plus 3c equals 0. This is the new equation number 1. And here I multiplied with the coefficient of 3 here. Okay. Similarly, I have to multiply the coefficient of b here to this equation. That means here coefficient is 1. So 1 into 3 is how much? 3 only. So we can write that this equation same like this. That means minus a minus 3b minus 3b plus 2c equals 0. So new equation number 2. Okay. So here I multiplied by the coefficient 3 to the whole equation. So the equation becomes 3a plus 3b plus 3c. And in this equation I am multiplying the coefficient of b. So what is the coefficient of b here? 1. So I have to multiply 1 with all these terms. That means equation may be same only. So I will be getting the equation like this. Now when I am adding these two equations, so adding 1 and 2. So 1 plus 2 gives 3a plus minus, there is 3a minus a, that is 2a. This will be cancelling, and here plus 5c equals 0. So now you got another one equation, 2a plus 5c equal to 0. But we have another one equation, third equation here, that is minus 2a minus 2c equals 1. So what I am doing is I am adding these two equations. This one I am taking as fourth equation, and this one I have taken which equation? Third equation. Okay. Now what I am doing is I am adding these two equations, fourth and third. That means this term will cancel. Remaining 5 minus 2 will be getting 3c equals 0 plus 1, 1. Or c equals how much now? 1 by 3. So c values 1 by 3. Now I am substituting in this equation. So minus 2a minus 2 into c is how much? 1 by 3. That is minus 2 by 3 equals 1. Or from this minus 2a equals 1 plus 2 by 3. Okay. That means here it is 5 by 3. So minus 2a equals 5 by 3. Or from this again a equals 5 by minus 5 by 2, 3, 6. So we will be getting minus 5 by 6. So we got the value of a is minus 5 by 6. The value of c is how much? 1 by 3. So we have the values of a and c. Now we can substitute in the first equation. Okay. So we have the equation a, I am writing on the top. So we have the value a how much? Minus 5 by 6 plus b we don't know, plus what is the value of c? 1 by 3 equals 0. Okay. So from this we need to find b. B equals, this one I am taking on the right hand side, 5 by 6 minus 1 by 3. So taking LCM, 6 5 minus 2, 5 minus 2, that is equivalent to 3 by 6, that means 1 by 2. So b value I am getting as how much here? 1 by 2. A value is minus 5 by 6 and c is 1 by 3. So we can write as a equals minus 5 by 6, b equals 1 by 2, c equals 1 by 3. So these are the values of a, b and